Hey guys, welcome back. It's a new week and it's a new tutorial. So I got a new one for you guys here. So let's see it. This is it's gonna be like an effect of tearing metals or ripping through metals. So you guys, as you can see here. So let's get to it. Stop talking and get to it. Alright, I get so I make a simple scene here. Label the simple scene. I get four simple boxes here. They're gonna act as collision object and deflectors for the particles. For each box I applied the p-flow collision shape. You can find it here. And after one I applied, then just click activate. So that's all what you need from these. I'm gonna hide them. And I got a simple plane here with the metal texture on it on top of it. And this is it here. And I get a bullet that I just modeled very quick with the line, with the spline, and I'm gonna use it as an instant shape. Okay, so let's get to it, guys. I'm gonna create a new particle system. I'm gonna get an MP flow. I'm gonna go to the font. I'm gonna select my MP flow box, and I'm gonna change it to 5.091. I think that's what I should. That's the number that worked for me the last time, because I want it to be where the plane is. I'm gonna select the vertebrae here. I'm gonna change the shape first. I'm gonna change the size. I'm gonna change it to 1. Go back to the vertebrae. I'm gonna change this one to 1. This one is gonna be 156.264, and this one gonna be 50.283. Well, I'm typing this number because that's the numbers that worked for me the last time for this, and basically what you gotta do is just scale it to fit your plane. That's all basically what I did. Just instead of me wasting time doing that, I just type in the numbers. What else? Now we need to change the grid size. Change it to 1. See what you're gonna get. Oh, actually I needed to do 2. Sorry. And I just pause it and come back because it seems it's gonna take a while, because 1, that's kind of too low, because it's the same size as the shapes here around 1. So I'm gonna wait for it. There you go. I'm gonna, oh well, it didn't take that long. So I'm gonna change it from 1 to 1.5. There you go, that's better. Okay, now I get my objects. I'm gonna hide my deflectors here. I'm gonna append an operator test MP collision. Now by list, and I'm gonna select my deflectors. If you cannot see your collisions here, it's because you didn't apply the p-flow collision shape modifier. That's so you need to apply it and make it activate so you can it can be selected on the collision object. Okay, I'm gonna hide them now. I'm not gonna hide them. I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna append test glue. I'm gonna change it to distance. Font 3. I'm gonna glue it to this deflectors too. So I'm gonna by list. I'm gonna select them, add them down here, and I'm gonna hide them. Okay. Now what you're gonna do? We're gonna try to visualize them. So visualize binding, and here you are not gonna see it the first time. So basically, you're gonna play one frame, to go back, and you can see it. There you go. Now it's all visualized. One more thing, we need to go to the MP world, click it, go down here, turn on apply gravity and ground collision plane. And what else are you gonna do here? I'm gonna change the sample to 24. I'm gonna change the energy to 0.1, 0.01, and the bounce to 0.001. It's just to make our simulation to be very subtle and not going crazy. Enable multi-thread, and I have a multi-threaded thread count, and I just put 4. There we go. So this is what I got here. What else? What else? Now we need to create our bullet object that's gonna hit this. So if I hit play right now, I don't think you're gonna see anything. Yep, everything, they are all stable. So I'm gonna take off the dipole here because I don't need it. I'm gonna create a new particle system and MP flow here. Birth grade, I'm gonna insert. Oh, I can't insert it, so I'm gonna select it from the dipole. I need the birth stream here. I'm gonna copy it on top of the birth grade, and I'm gonna I'm gonna copy the MP world here to this one. So basically, I'm gonna overwrite the other one. And I'm going to change the birth stream to ellipse. Okay, I'm going to turn it off so you can see it. There we go. It's right here. I'm going to select it, W, move it over here, E, and I am going to just rotate it 90 degrees, go to the top, push N for animate, W, push it all the way to the other side here, go to the end of the timeline, to the 6, and turn it off. There we go, and push it all the way up here. Down to the front, I'm going to say to 75, go up, to 50, go down, 25, go up, and basically this will be it. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn off auto key. Click 6 again. I'm gonna the shape. I'm gonna append. I'm gonna actually insert. I'm gonna operator shape instance. If you click insert instead of append, insert is actually gonna override the other operator, but append is gonna add it to your operator list. Instance. I'm gonna select my wallet. Okay, and then scale it. I'm not gonna change anything here. I'm gonna add MP shape here. I'm gonna change it to capsule. The stream, I'm gonna change it to just 10. Let's do this 5 first. And the separation 1, give it speed of 1000, and let's push it back a little bit. Okay. And I'm gonna connect this one over here and delete this. So these particles now gonna interact with each other. I'm gonna turn this one, make sure that you are at frame 0. Perspective. I'm gonna copy one of my layers here that need it. There we go. Turn it on. F3. Let's play, let's see what you're gonna get now. Which is awesome. You see these here are breaking. It shouldn't break because we didn't set it to break, but it seems like they were not connected to begin with. So what you need to do, you go to the MP glue here. I'm gonna up this to 8. So let's hit play again. And now it's all connected. Well, it's a nice effect of object hitting a wall, not a wall, a piece of cloth. Piece of cloth made of steel that the bullet can get through. Okay, so let's go back down here and let's play with our setting. So I'm gonna go to the MP blue here. I'm gonna check breakable force. I'm gonna just put a big number as a starter. and see what you're gonna get. Boom, boom. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn off this one. I'm gonna add a band operator. I'm gonna add the drag operator to it. Okay, I'm gonna put it on top of the MP world. I'm gonna change it to 30 and 30. There we go. I'll play now. Awesome. Okay. Let's go to the shape box here. I think I'm gonna, by density, I'm gonna change it to 5 and see what's this gonna do. Alright. So basically it's almost like bending metal here. So basically bending the metal with the bullets. Okay, just give me a second. I'm trying to go back. I want to go back all the way down to frame 0, but it seems like I want to go back just one frame. That's why it's kind of slowing down. Alright, now I'll go back to frame 0. So I got my shape. And now for the MP glue, I'm going to click breakable again. And I'm going to lower this to 500 to 500. And play it and see what you're gonna get. Yep, and they are pushing through. Awesome. They are pushing through as a bullet would push through actually. Let's lower this one down more. So we're 200, 200. Awesome. Okay. Let's max bind by distance enable it here and set the distance to 2 centimeters and see what this will give us. Awesome. That's almost the effect that we're looking for. I'm going to up to the rate to 30. And then I'm going to image start by 100. Okay. F, there we go. I'm going to turn off the visualization here. I'm going to play once and go back. Play now. And it is awesome. It is bullets pushing through piece of metal. I think it's a piece of metal. Now we get all of this over here. We don't want them and we don't want the bullet to just keep going forever. So what we need to do, we need to delete these. I'm gonna start with the particles here. I'm gonna append a test. I'm gonna get a speed test. Speed test. Alright, I'm gonna put it up. 300 is fine. I'm gonna get a new particle, no, new operator. I'm gonna delete. And look it over here. And this one here, I'm gonna append operator. No, test, page test. I'm gonna set it to 5. And this one, come on, 0. And delete all. Okay, play it now. Now we get less. Now probably we need to lower the speed test here. Let's say 250. Oh shit, we put to 300. And let's go back and put 250 here. it's good enough. Okay, now let's try to skin this to our mesh. Click 6. What am I doing? I'm gonna grab my layers. I'm gonna hide my metal sheet. I'm gonna select it. I'm gonna apply a particle skinner to it. I'm gonna add by list, PF source, select. I don't want all the event. I'm gonna add by list. I'm gonna event 1 and 3 and select them. And I'm gonna push 6 here. I'm gonna hide my geometry shape here. 4. Let's play it and see what you're gonna get. Nothing, because we forget to activate it. Activate the skinning. Activate the skinning. Play now. Boom. And it's not cutting it here, but it's giving us the effect of bullets pushing the metal instead of cutting it. So it's still a useful effect, and that's how we achieve it. Now let's go to how to cut down geometry. So go back here under the uncheck remove and controlled in the rip surface apart section and type distance range. Okay, now play it. There you go. One more thing, I want to apply UVW map again on top of this so the UV won't get distorted. UVW map. Okay, so now if I play it, so you get. And if you want like more definition in your cut or something, all what you need to do is get to with your shape and lower your setting. So I'm gonna lower the shape setting and stuff. So I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna lower the shape size, I'm gonna lower the MP shape box size too, and I'm gonna be back to show you the result for it. Before that, I'm gonna show you what you can do to this plane too to make it more look cooler. After this, you can add the shell modifier and added turbo smooth to it. Or just add smooth. Yeah, smooth, come on. My mouse sucks. And auto smooth and set it to 180. Now play it. And that's what you get here. So what I'm gonna do, let me up the number of the burst stream here so you can have more. Let's put 60 and play it, so you won't have a bigger gap here. Oh, just a second, you know what's one more thing we need to do here. We need to change the size of our circle here to 1 and 1. Play now. There you go. Which is a cool effect. Go back down here. It's almost like we are making a monster mouth. And instead of smooth, I'm gonna apply turbo smooth and see what you're gonna get. which is awesome. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lower my settings here to make it a high res one, and we'll see what you're gonna get. Guys, I'm back again. Well, I did some changes here to up the resolution. So for the birth grid, I turn it down to 1 centimeters. For the shape, I turn it down to 0.5 centimeters. And to compensate for those changes, I changed the drag to 30-30 here. And the glue, I changed it to 50-50 and 0.5 centimeters here. So basically, if you want to, we are changing the resolution of the grid, you are going to go through and change all the other parameters too. So it's basically a game of finding what parameters works better for each scene. So there's no magic number. So here we go, you get these numbers, put them, and this is it. No, that depends on the scene, depends on the scale of your scene, depends. There's a lot of things that you're gonna put in considerations just to put those numbers. For here, it was just basically hit and miss. So just testing numbers, and all the numbers that I thought they worked fine, and the number that they didn't work fine. So I tested, I did all these numbers here, did these changes, and I applied the cache disk on the render source here, and I updated it. So now it plays fast because it's loading from the cache, and that's what you can see here. Let's try to scan it to the mesh and see what you're gonna get. I'm gonna go on hand my metal sheet. I'm gonna change my display again here to none. Select it. I'm gonna just reactivate it because I changed the particles. There we go. And apply my UV, apply my sheen, apply my smooth, and it was smooth. There we go. Apply. And that's what you get. Here. You got this. Probably need to change the shade here to probably 0.5. There we go. And you get these flying pieces here. You can delete them by go to the speed test here. I didn't change it, so you can probably change it to 250, and those flying pieces are going to go off. Other than that, this is it for this tutorial. So let's just play it through. RW here. I'm gonna hide this one, and I'm gonna maybe hide this one, and that's what you get. You get bullets cutting as a saw chain on a piece of metal. That is an awesome effect. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something from it. So like it and share it, and make sure you subscribe. I got for you a new video tutorial every week, and I'm trying to do like tutorials that you cannot find anywhere else. And if you found them somehow, probably you're gonna have to pay for them to watch them. So yeah guys, make sure to subscribe and like, and peace.